So you decided to take action and finally begin your fitness journey, but you don't really know where to start. And you may think that it's too hard to actually even continue this fitness journey. But in today's video, I'm going to tell you that it's not. Because the reality is that fitness is super easy. And anyone who tells you otherwise and tells you that it's hard is either trying to sell you something or they just failed their own fitness journey and just are complaining too much. The reality of fitness is that it's just one simple equation, which is calories in and calories out. No matter what your goal is, if your goal is to lose weight, go on a calorie deficit. If your goal is to gain weight, go on a calorie surplus. And that is it. So knowing this helped me lose 7 kg in 3 months. And the way I lost 7 kg was going on a simple calorie deficit and just increasing the amount of exercise that I was getting in per week. Now, keep in mind, I wasn't even going to the gym during this time. All I did was increase the amount of exercise, not crazy exercise, just simple exercise like 20 minutes of skipping rope every 3 days or maybe 4 days out of the week. And that was it. That's what helped me lose 7 kg in 3 months, by following a simple calorie deficit and just increasing the amount of exercise that I got per week. Now, you may have heard the phrase that abs are made in the kitchen, but in reality, your entire physique is made in the kitchen. Now, let me explain. When you go to the gym, no matter how hard you work in the gym, if you don't give your body the right fuel, the right food, it's just not going to be able to reproduce that muscle tissue. It's just not going to, you're not going to make any progress in your fitness journey if you don't give yourself the right food. And what does this mean? This means that you don't even have to go to the gym to actually lose weight. Because I didn't, when I was starting my fitness journey, I didn't even go to the gym. All I did was, like I said, go on a simple calorie deficit and just get more steps in the day, and that's it. So now you may be wondering, well, that sounds great, but how do I actually begin my calorie deficit? How do I even make one? Like, what do I need to do? Well, that's the reason I made this video, because in today's video, I'm gonna walk you through the steps that you have to take in order to start your own calorie deficit, because that's really all you need if you want to lose weight and just become more lean. Okay, so the first step that you're gonna have to take is to find out what your TDEE is. That stands for Total Daily Energy Expenditure. Basically what that is taking into account how much exercise you get per day, how old you are, how tall you are, and how much you weigh. This is gonna help you get a correct estimation of the amount of calories that your body burns in a day. The way you can find what your TDEE is by simply going on Google and typing in TDEE calculator. It's gonna give you a bunch of options, but the TDEecalculator.net is the best one, and I found it to be the most accurate. Now that you have the figure of your total daily energy expenditure, you're going to want to subtract 500 to 1,000 calories from that figure. Now, to give you some perspective, if you go on a calorie deficit of 1,000 calories per day, you're going to lose 1 kg every week. With that being said, no matter what figure you choose at your calorie deficit, you need to make sure that you're eating at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if you're 200 pounds, then you need to be eating 200 grams of protein every day. Now, if you don't know how much you weigh in pounds, just go into Google, type in how much you are in kg, and it'll just give you the answer in pounds. Now, you may have heard other fitness coaches say that you should ease into your calorie deficit and that you should do this over a long period of time so that you can be able to manage it. But I think that you should take massive action now, because most likely if you're watching this video, then you're probably already motivated to start taking action. The reason I want you to start taking massive action is because progress equals happiness. Now, what I mean by this is, if you go the long way, the long-term way, and just decrease your calories gradually, you won't be able to see that progress for a very long time. And it will demotivate you not being able to see that progress. But if you take the first 2 weeks of your diet and just go with a minimum of 1,000 calorie deficit, you will start to see really good progress, meaning you'll probably lose 2 kg in the first 2 weeks. Progress is the most rewarding factor any human can ever endure. At the end of the day, we are psychologically programmed to want to keep going and to want to keep feeling like we are making progress within our lives, no matter what it is. Whether it be within your business, whether it be within your fitness life, you need to make progress. And because progress gives you a sense of pride, and it makes you want to keep going, and it keeps you motivated to want to just keep seeing more progress within that one specific area of your life. Now I've got a couple bonus tips for you, which would be to get MyFitnessPal so that you'll be able to track your calories. But along with MyFitnessPal, I would highly recommend that you invest some money in a food weighing scale. You can find some food weighing scales on Amazon for around €15. And if you're watching this in the United States, you can probably find them for cheaper in your Walmart or whatever shop you use for your shopping. But just make sure that you get a weighing scale, because this will give you an accurate estimate of how much calories you are actually intaking per day. And the last and final tip is that you should make yourself a meal plan. The reason I would want you to make a meal plan is because when you know what you're going to eat, it's super easy to track your calories. Because once you have a meal plan and you already know what you're going to eat for your dinner, for your lunch, for your breakfast, you can just go into MyFitnessPal, and MyFitnessPal gives you an option to already create your own meals. And you can just make yourself a bunch of meals that you know you eat on a daily basis, and just input it, tap one button, and that's it. You've tracked your calories for that one meal. No need to keep weighing your food or just wasting time. It takes one click and then you've tracked your calories. Not only does it save you time, it also saves you mental effort, because you don't have to constantly keep thinking of what you're going to eat when you already know what you're going to eat. So that's pretty much everything you need to know when starting a calorie deficit. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, because it will support this channel and it will push my video out to other people on YouTube so that they can gain the same value that you did. If there's any other content that you'd like me to make, please let me know in the comments and I'll make sure to make it.